Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Bill Chan.
I'm Nimacum.
I'm Van Chan.
In this class, I'll read all of you a part of Ulysses,
Bess,
L.
Ulysses, James Joyce. Chap 13, Sec 1. The summer evening had begun to fold the world in its mysterious embrace. Far away in the west, the sun was setting in the last glow of all. Two fleeting day linger lovingly on sea and strand. On the proud promontory of the old Hoth guarding as over the waters of the A. On the Widra on rocks alongs and the Mount Shorin. Last but not least. On the quiet church whence there stream forth at times upon the stunnest of us. A prayer to her who is in her pure radiance, a beacon of her to the storm to top manned. Maid. Star of the sea. The three girl-friends were seated on the rocks, enjoying the evening scene and the air which was fresh but not too chilly. Many a time and oft were they wont to come there to that favourite nook, to have a cosy chat beside the sparkling waves and discuss matters feminine. Sissy Caffrey and Eddie Boardman with the baby in the pushcar and Tommy and Jackie. Caffrey. Two little curly-haired boys, dressed in sailor suits with caps to match in the name H. Vanessa printed on both. For Tommy and Jackie, Caffrey were twins. Scarce 4 years old and very noisy and spoiled twins sometimes, but for all that. Darling little fellows with bright merry faces and enduring ways about them. They were dabbling in the sun with their spades and buckets, building castles as children do, or playing with their big coloured ball, happy as the day was long. Anna D. Boardman was rocking the chippy baby to and fro in the pushcar while that and gentleman fairly chuckled with delight. He was but 11 months and 9 days old and, though still a tiny toddler, was just beginning to lisp his first babyish words. Sissy Caffrey bent over to him to tease his fat little plucks in the dainty dimple in his chin. Baby, Sissy Caffrey said. Say how big. They. I want a drink of water. A jinka jinka jobo. Sissy Caffrey cuddled the wee chap, for she was awfully fond of children. So patient with little sufferers, and Tommy Caffrey could never be got to take his. Cast out unless it was Sissy Caffrey that held his nose and promised him that Scatty he'll have the loaf or brown bread with golden syrup on. What a persuasive power that girl had. But to be sure, baby Boardman was as good as gold. A perfect little dote in his new fancy bib. None of your spoilt beauties. Flora Mackenzie sort. Was Sissy Caffrey. A true-hearted lass never drew the breath of life. Always with a laugh in her gypsy-like eyes and a frolicsome word on her cherry ripe ad lips. A girl lovable in the extreme. And a deep Boardman laughed to add the quaint language of little brother. But just then there was a slight altercation between Master Tommy and Master Jackie. Boys will be boys, and our two twins were no exception to this golden rule. The apple of discord was a certain castle of Sen which Master Jackie had built. And Master Tommy would have it right go around that it was to be architecturally improved by a friend like the Martello Tower had. But if Master Tommy was headstrong, Master Jackie was self-willed too, and true to the maxim that every little Irishman's house is his castle, he fell upon his hated rival, and to such purpose that the walled assailant came to grief, and alas to relate the coveted castle too. Needless to say, the cries of discomfited Master Tommy drew the attention of the girl. Thence, "Come here, Hannah," his sister called imperatively. "At once. And you, Jackie, for shame to throw poor Tommy in the dirty sand. Wait till I catch you for that." His eyes misty with unch as Master Tommy came at her call for their big sister's word was all with the twins. And in a sad plight he was too after his misadventure. His little mano wore top and unmentionables were full of sand, but Sissy was a past mistress in the art of smoothing over life's tiny troubles, and very quickly not one speck of sand was to be seen on his smart little suit. Still the blue eyes were glistening with hot tears that would well up, so she kissed away the hurtness and shook her hand at Master Jackie the culprit and said if she was near him she wouldn't be far from him, her eyes dancing in admonition. "Asti Bull Jackie," she cried. "What's your name?" "Butter and cream?" "Tell us who is your sweetheart," spoke Eddie Boardman. "Is this your sweetheart?" "Anu," tearful Tommy said. "Is Eddie Boardman your sweetheart?" Sissy queried. "Anu," Tommy said. "I know," Eddie Boardman said none too amiably with an arch glance from her short-sighted eyes. "I know it was Tommy's sweetheart. Gertie is Tommy's sweetheart." "Anu," Tommy said on the verge of tears. Sissy's quick mother guessed what was amiss, and she whispered to Eddie Boardman to take him there behind the pushcar where the gentleman couldn't see, and to mind he didn't wet his Newton shoes. But who was Gertie? Gertie MacDowell, who was seated near her companions, lost in thought, gazing far away into the distance, was, in very truth, as fair a specimen of some Irish Aloud as one could wish to see. She was pronounced beautiful by all who knew her, though, as folks often said, she was more a good trap than a MacDowell. Her figure was slight and graceful, and cunning even to fragility, but those I enjoyed she had been taking of late had done her a world of good, much better than the widow Welch's female pulls, and she was much better of those discharges she used to get and at tired feeling. The waxen pallor of her face was almost spiritual in its savory-like purity, though her rosebud mouth was a genuine Cupid's bow, Greekly perfect. Her hands were finely veined alabaster with tapering fingers and as white as lemon juice. and queen of ointments could make them, though it was not true that she used to work at gloves in bed or take a mugfoot bath either. Bertha Supple told that one study boardman. A deliberate lie. When she was blackout, a diggers drawn with Gertie the gall chums had of. Course their little tis from time to time like the rest of mortals, and she told her not to let on whatever she did, that it was her that told her she'd never speak to her again. Honour where honour is due. There was an innate refinement, a languid queenly hauteur about Gertie which was unmistakably evidenced in her delicate hands and high-arched insp. Had kind fate but willed her to be born a gentlewoman of high degree in her own right, and had she only received the benefit of a good education, Gertie MacDowell might easily have held her own beside any lady in the land, and have seen herself exquisitely gowned with jewels on her brow and patrician suitors at her feet, vying with one another to pay their devoirs to her. Mayhap it was this, the love that might have been, that lent to her soft light-featured face at whiles a look, dense with suppressed meaning, that imparted a strange yearning tendency to the beautiful eyes, a charm few could resist. Why have women such eyes of witchery? Gertie's were of the bluest Irish blue, set off by lustrous lashes and dark expressive brows. Time was when those brows were not so sulkily seductive. It was Madame Vera Verity, directress of the Woman Beautiful page of the Princess Noblette, who had first advised her to try a praline which gave that haunting expression to the eyes, so becoming in leaders of fashion, and she had never regretted it. Then there was blushing scientifically cured, and how to be tall and increase your height, and you have a beautiful face but your nose. That would suit Mrs. Dickman because she had a button one. But Gertie's crowning glory was her wealth of wonderful hair. It was dark brown with a natural wave in it. She had cut it that very morning on account of the new moon, and it nestled about her pretty head in a profusion of luxuriant clusters and pared her nails. 2. Thursday for wealth. To be continued.